Hello and welcome to Nikki Eat World. This week we are in Belarus. This is 2 days before I actually cook the meal. We're just making some homemade applesauce to go with the potato pancakes. So I peeled the apples and Zach is chopping them. They'll go in here with some water, some cinnamon sticks, some lemon juice. I think that's it. And then I'll just hang out in the slow cooker for 4 hours till we got some applesauce. Okay. So the last step for the applesauce, ignore that cord. So as you can see, the apples have really broken down. Sorry for the camera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, first of all, I'm gonna turn it off. Then I'm gonna take out my cinnamon sticks, set them to the side. I'll do this with a spoon. I'm trying not to lose any of the applesauce. It made a lot less than I thought it would, which is unfortunate because this is for a bunch of people. But they serve it with applesauce or sour cream, so I'll just get some sour cream too. So as you can see, it's pretty chunky in here. I personally like my applesauce a bit smoother. So I'm going to take my immersion blender. Woo! Shaky camera. Immersion blender. Let's see how I can do this one-handed. Alright. And just kind of move it through here and break up some of the chunks. And then the applesauce is ready to go. Welcome back to Nikki Eat World. Today I'm working on the potato pancakes. They are for a potluck, so I'm like doing this recipe times 5. So I've got 5 pounds of potatoes here that I'm going to peel, and then I'm going to grate them. Just make them little shredded potatoes. And then I'm going to make the rest of the batter once that's all peeled and grated. Peeled potatoes. Shredded. So because I'm making so many of these, I don't have a bowl big enough to put the whole batch in, so I'm just going to do it in small batches. So I'm going to make small batches of the batter, put about 1/5 of the potatoes in, and just hope for the best. And I will make those pancakes, get them in the oven to stay warm, and make the next batch. So in just a second, once I get my bowl and ingredients out, I'll show you how to make the batter. Okay, so I'm going to make the batter. I am making about 2 batches of batter, and then I'll use about 2/5 of the potatoes in it. I just think that if I do 1 batch at a time, it's going to take too long. So I have 4 tablespoons of butter melted in here. I'm about to add 8 tablespoons of milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And I'm going to add 2/3 cup of flour. It didn't seem like a ton to me, but I guess because the potato is the main ingredient, the flour is just kind of there to bind it together. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna do 4 eggs, a teaspoon of salt, some ground black pepper. Then I'm going to whisk it all together and just let it sit for a little bit while my griddle is heating up. And then I'll mix in the potatoes and get those started and preheat my oven so that I have a warm place to put them so they stay warm. So I'm going to mix in about it's going to be very hard to gauge. Also, the potatoes have kind of turned red, while sitting here. I don't know what that's all about. Alternatively, you can probably just get frozen shredded potatoes to make it a little bit easier. Okay, I'm going to say that that's about 2/5 of, no it's not. Okay, yeah, that seems like about 2/5 of the potatoes. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix that in. And then the other potatoes I'm going to use for the rest of the batter. So I'm going to mix it in to the batter. And then, hold on, I gotta read. Okay. Ladle in some batter to form about a 10-centimeter disc. All right, the rest is just like regular pancakes, so that's what I'm going with. So I don't know if you can see this. Probably not. I'm gonna move some stuff. So I've got my griddle over here. I've melted some butter on it, and I'm just going to ladle on some pancake. I don't know what 10 centimeters is from memory. I'm just doing the best I got here. And I'm just going to let them cook until they're golden on either side. Flip them and keep going until I run out of batter. I might be making them kind of thick. I might need to settle down on the amount of batter I'm using. All right. I'll keep working on this and I'll be back when I'm all done with my second batch. So I made the first batch a little too thick. They're in here. So I'm stacking them up in here, and then I'm going to cover it in foil and stick it in the oven for just like 5 minutes at 350 to heat them back up. But I think that I made them too thick, so I don't know that they're cooked in the middle on the bottom ones. I'm hoping the time in the oven does them some good. So I made these next ones kind of thinner. I used less batter and just kind of smushed them down a little bit. So I'll let you know if those ones do a little bit better. Time for some fun facts about Belarus. I kind of want to visit Belarus now. It's a very interesting country. 40% of it is covered by forests, and one of the forests is in Belarus and Poland. It's a primeval forest. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I'm saying that right. And I spent a lot of time pronouncing this. Białowieża is the name of the forest. The Białowieża forest has 800 European bison. Other cool things about Belarus, they have this UNESCO World Heritage Site called the Mirsky Castle Complex. It first was being constructed in the Gothic style, and then it had additions added onto it in the Renaissance style and even more in the Baroque style. So it's a very hodgepodge looking building, but it's pretty cool. Also, I really want to go to their National Library. It's the coolest thing. I'll post a picture. It is a rhombocubic tetrahedron. Rhombocubic tetrahedron. It's a tongue twister. Shape. And it is amazing looking. Also, I'm really glad that I picked potato pancakes. It's one of their national dishes, and two, they love potatoes there. They make over like 300 different dishes containing potatoes. So I picked the right thing for Belarus. So the potato pancakes are in the oven. All I did was put them in there, put a little butter on each pancake. Hello, Zach. And then covered it in foil, put it in the oven. It is ready to come out now. And we'll see what they taste like at our small group. All right.
All gone.
Oh, Zach finished his.
Yeah, much better than honeydew.
Oh, that was like Canadian almost. All right, did you guys like it?
I don't know what that
All right, I think they're in. All right, time for a quick rundown of Belarus. I think if I were to make these again, I would use frozen shredded potatoes because shredding your own potatoes is a lot of work and you get this weird liquid, and I think it messed up the consistency of the pancakes a little bit. But they were really good. We had them with 2 different toppings, the homemade applesauce, and I also bought sour cream. I personally liked the sour cream with them better. So if you're in the mood to make some potato pancakes, check out the recipe. If you'd like to follow my culinary journey around the world, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss a thing.